Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our Arabic Linguistic Beginners Program. This is our first lesson, and inshallah we want to welcome all our students, those who come to the classes on a weekly basis and those who are too far to come. Our goal today is to record each and every one of our presentations with a small video of myself and a walkthrough on each lesson. Our goal is to utilize this platform as a backup for revision, for recapping on what lessons were complete and what was taught in those lessons, also as a tool to review for our exams. And for those who are too far to come to the Tampa area, this would be their primary platform to learn the Arabic Linguistic Beginner Program. So on behalf of purposefullife.us, we welcome you all here today. And inshallah, we want to start off with the first lesson, which we had on the 5th of April, and that is to discuss today demonstrative pronouns known in the Arabic language as hada. Hada is one of the many demonstrative pronouns that we will learn in the upcoming weeks. Before we go into the lesson itself, it's imperative for us to get a brief background of the Arabic language itself. So let's go here, inshallah. Arabic language facts. Remember, Arabic is a language which is spoken by over 300 million people in over 22 countries. So the Arabic language differs to a great extent. If a person is from the Northeast Africa or the North African region, or they're from the area of Arabia itself, you'll find that the dialect in which one speaks is distinguished, is a source of distinguishing that person from a certain land. For example, if a person says masjid, this distinguishes him as being from Egypt. So many of the Arab countries in the North African countries which speak the Arabic language as their primary language, they have different dialects. And of course, if we go to sift between all the dialects, it'll be practically impossible for us to cover each and every dialect and what their rules and regulations are. That's why it's best to define the Arabic language in two parts. One is the classical Arabic, which is the language of the Holy Quran, the language of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, spoke, and one is the modern day Arabic with all its dialects. We have to understand that the classical Arabic is the language of the Quran. It was written in the Holy Quran in a manner that it is unchangeable. This is the Quran. It is in classical Arabic, and it cannot be changed from that classical Arabic. And this is considered as the most primary source of Arabic, not the other dialects which may be common in certain areas today. So the best way I could put it to you, if a person wants to grasp every dialect out there to some extent, it is imperative for them to learn the base and the root of the Arabic, which is of course the classical Arabic itself. And you have to also understand the benefit of that is not just by learning the classical Arabic that we'll get command over the different dialects, but we'll also go back to the source of many languages that we commonly speak, mainly English. Keep in mind that there are many English words that we use on a day-to-day basis. Its root comes from the Arabic language. For example, let's look down here. It says here words such as cotton. So cotton in Arabic is qutn, and this is the source of English cotton. Similarly, sugar in English is a common word we use. Its Arabic is sukkar. So this word in English came from the Arabic itself, which was sukkar. And many other words such as guitar, alcohol. Again, some of the many examples that highlight that the root of words in the English language, the Urdu language, the Farsi language, it stems from the Arabic language itself. Let us understand that Arabic is a Semitic language. So what that means that it is written to the left, unlike how it is in English. So in English, it's written from left to right. In Arabic, it's written from right to left. So the books in Arabic then, hence because of that, are open in consideration to how we are conventionally accustomed to. It's considered by us backwards, that the book is open backwards. But in reality, that's the way the book will be opened up, because in the manner which the language is written, and that is from right to left. Arabic has influenced world culture and history for centuries and continues to be a vital and important language in the modern world. Despite being in the 21st century, we still find Arabic as a necessary language for communication and understanding of holy texts, understanding of ancient books which have not been translated as yet. Moving along. What is our objective? This is the most important part. When we introduced this program, we wanted to make clear to the people who are interested in taking this course and who are interested in joining us in this journey as we embark in this lifelong journey. Our goal here isn't to teach you a course, but it is to begin a collective journey towards enriching our minds, our hearts, and our souls with knowledge which is beneficial to us and through which we can be a source of benefit to others. So what was the objective behind learning the Arabic language? It was a very important question that was brought to us. So we want to clarify this for ourselves and of course for you, the students, that our goal through learning the language itself is to move closer towards comprehending the Holy Quran. I want to understand the word of my Allah directly. When you translate the holy text into English, into Urdu, and any other language which is out there, you cannot grasp the totality of what the message entails. It may be lost in translation, it may be lost in the words, translating the correct words, and it truly is lost in the emotions of the words. So I want to move closer towards comprehending the Holy Quran, and the mean I am going to take towards understanding it at this moment is going to be learning the language. Remember, there are 3 key points for one to learn the Arabic language. Number 1, to understand the Holy Quran. Number 1 is to learn the Arabic language, the Arabic text. Number 2 is to get aligned and in tune with the spiritual meaning. One is the example I always give. There are radio waves out there in our atmosphere, and there are 2 primary dials through which we catch those waves. There's the AM and there's the FM. Just as we all know that an FM radio cannot be caught on an AM dial, similarly an AM radio channel cannot be caught on the FM dial, is because they have to be aligned with a certain wave. So our learning of the Arabic text should assist us in bringing our bodies, our minds, our souls in line with the spiritual meaning of the Holy Quran. And number 3, giving us in result of that a holistic lifestyle, a lifestyle which is complete with the Holy Quran, that the Quran becomes a vital part of my daily interactions and my connection with my society, my connection with my family, my connection in my business, in my education, wherever I am, i.e. the root of it all should be the Holy Quran. So here we now want to move to the first lesson. We talked about the word hada, and so our first lesson today reflects the word hada. Hada, my dear friends, means this. What does hada mean? Hada, the word right here, hada means this. There are a few words of vocabulary that we will give to you, inshallah, and has been given already in previous correspondence, but we will point out to you there are some vocabulary words that one should be acquainted with, and those words are the words that will be accustomed to utilization throughout the course of this book that could help expand our vocabulary. When a person goes out to learn something, the first thing they do, they inquire. They ask, what is this? What is that? So the question "this" is a common use phrase for anyone who is inquiring about something. Inquiring is a sign of one's earnest desire to learn something. So that is why this book begins with hada, which means this. Let us start with the first example. Hada baytun. Hada baytun. This is a house. Now the question is, if we were to literally translate this, hada means this, baytun means house. So how do we make a complete sentence with hada and baytun? By the words this and house, is we have to understand the word is and the word a is hidden within these words. When you look at this word here, baytun, it has a tanween on top, which is 2 dhammas, which gives the sound baytun. So in that tun, the meaning a is incorporated. A house. Masjidun, a masjid. Babun, a door. Kitabun, a book. Hada, on the other side, has within it the word this is, because there is no word in the Arabic language for the word is in English. So when we say hada, it means this is. Let's go back to the first example here. هذا بيت. This is a house. Could everyone say that? هذا بيت. This is a house. Number 2. هذا مسجد. This is a masjid. هذا باب. This is a door. هذا كتاب. This is a book. هذا قلم. This is a pen. هذا مفتاح. This is a key. هذا مكتب. This is a desk. هذا سرير. This is a bed. هذا كرسي. This is a chair. Now let's look back at this page. We learned 9 new words that we can add to our vocabulary, and I strongly encourage and stress on all those who are taking this class currently online to do exactly what those did in the class on site. And that is that we need to write every example that we get in order to better grasp the language. In order for us to speak the language, we need to read the language, and we need to be able to write the language. When we incorporate all 3 of these together, we will grasp on the totality of how to get command over the Arabic language. So let's write these words down. Baytun is house. Masjidun is masjid. Babun is door. Kitabun is book. Qalamun is pen. Miftahun is key. Maktabun is desk. Sarirun is bed. Kursiyun is chair. These are 9 letters, or 9 words, that we should list as part of our vocabs. Let's go on to the next page. Ma hada. As I said, when a person wants to learn something, they always inquire. So the inquisitive term that would be used is ma hada. What is this? Here we begin a dialogue. Ma hada. What is this? Ma means what. Hada means is this, or this is. If hada comes first, it would be this is. And if hada comes after a word in a sentence, it would be is this. Ma hada, what is this? And if we look at the picture here on the side, and we remind ourselves of the first example that we had on this page, we will learn hada baytun. This is a house. Now sometimes a person believes that it is something, but they want reassurance, and they want to reconfirm the truth of what they believe. So the second inquisitive term that we can learn is the hamza, which comes begin the hada, which comes in the beginning prior to the hada, which is ahada. Isn't this baytun, a house? Ahada baytun? Isn't this a house? Na'am. Na'am, my dear friends, means yes. Affirmation. Yes, hada baytun. This is a house. Let's go through the dialogue one more time. Ma hada. What is this? Hada baytun. This is a house. Ahada baytun. Is this a house? Isn't this a house? Na'am. Yes, hada baytun. This is a house. Let's go on to the next question. Ma hada. What is this? This is another word that we can add to our vocabulary. We all know it looks like a shirt. Hada qamisun. A shirt in the Arabic language is qamis. Hada qamisun. This is a shirt. Ahada sarirun. Isn't this a chair? Or is this not a chair? Let me rephrase that. I was looking at the picture. Ahada sarirun. Is this not a bed? Recall here, sarirun is a bed. Is this not a bed? When we look at the chair that is being discussed, it is a chair. It is not a bed. So we will negate the person's question. La, no. Hada kursiyun. This is a chair. So we learned here, na'am means yes, and la means no. One more time. أهذا سرير. Isn't this a bed? When we look at it, our answer should be لا. No. هذا كرسي. This is a chair. أهذا مفتاح. Is this a key? When we look at this, does it look like a key? Of course, we all could answer the same. لا. No. هذا قلم. This is a pen. ما هذا? What is this? هذا نجم. We look at this beautiful thing here, and it's a star. A star in Arabic language is najm. Najmun is star. A star is najmun. Let's recap a few things here. We learned 11 words that we should add to our vocabulary. Baytun is house. Masjidun is masjid. Babun is door. Kitabun is book. Qalamun is pen. Miftahun is key. Maktabun is a desk. Sarirun is a bed. Kursiyun is a chair. Qamisun is a shirt. Najmun is a star. Now, in addition to these vocab words, we learned hada, which means this is. In addition to that, we learned some inquisitive terms. Ma, which means what is this? Ma hada, what is this? Ahada, is this not? We also learned the affirmation of something by saying na'am, yes, and negating something with the word la, which means no. Let's do an exercise together. And I want you to look at the words that you just wrote for the vocabulary and match them with the correct pictures that are on the left-hand side of each question. Let's go with number 1. Ma hadha. What does that mean? Ma hadha. What is this? The manner in responding would be to start with hadha. When a person is asking, what is this? A response in English would be, this is a. So similarly, ma hadha, what is this? We will then start by saying hadha, this is miftahun, a key. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha, yes, kitabun. Hadha, kitabun. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha, qalamun. This is a pen. Ma hadha, hadha, babun. This is a door. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha, baytun. This is a house. Ma hadha, what is this? Hadha kursiyun. This is a chair. Really good. If we've gone through this exercise, let's do it one more time, and you'll see that it's going to start making sense once we start pushing ourselves to use those words. Keep in mind, those words have been given to us with these pictures, which helps simplify the process of learning those words and connecting them with the right item. So again, we had miftahun, a key, kitabun, a book, qalamun, a pen, babun, a door, baytun, a house, and kursiyun, which is a door. Let's go on to the next exercise. We want to now use the two words that we learned on the second page, which was na'am or la, yes or no. It is about reaffirming or negating the question at hand. So the question here is, ahadha baytun? Isn't this a house? Or is this not a house? Isn't this a house? When we look at this picture, we all should agree that this isn't a house. We would then say, la, no. But what would be the complete response? La, hadha masjidun. No, it's not a house, but what is it? To help educate the person who's asking question, hadha masjidun. This is a masjid. Ahadha miftahun. Isn't this a key? Let's look at this picture. Does it look like a key? Correct. So how would we answer? La, no. هذا قلم. This is a pen. أهذا قميص. Isn't this a shirt? When we look at it, yes, it looks like a shirt. So the correct way of answering would be نعم, yes. هذا قميص. This is a shirt. أهذا نجم. Is this a star? نعم. هذا نجم. Yes, this is a star. Good work. Let's move on to the next slide. Next exercise here is for everyone to read and write the following words. The following sentences. Number one, هذا مكتب. Keep in mind the pronunciation is a very important part of the Arabic language. So we have to keep in mind in all these, at the end we have to put tanween. هذا مكتب. This is a desk. That's right. هذا مكتب. هذا مسجد. هذا قلم. هذا سرير. ما هذا? The question is arising. هذا كرسي. This is a chair. أهذا بيت؟ لا. هذا مسجد. ما هذا؟ هذا مفتاح. What I want you all to do is to write these sentences on one column and write next to it the English translation of each of these sentences. And once you complete, we will teach you how to upload them to our Google Classroom so I can check them and verify your work for you, inshallah. Let's move along to the next lesson in this lesson itself, and that is the word man. When we said ma is utilized for anything and everything, even animals. But when we talk about human beings, then we use the term man. What's the term we use? Man. So when we ask about a person, indicating towards a person, we will not say, what is this? What will we say in English? Who is this? So similar fashion, man hada means, who is this? Man hada, who is this? So look at this man here. He's got a stethoscope, so of course it looks like a doctor. In Arabic, the name of a doctor is, the translation for doctor in Arabic is tabib. What is it? Tabibun. Hada tabibun. This is a doctor. Man hada. Who is this? Looks like a little boy here. And a boy in the Arabic language is waladun, boy. Hada waladun. This is a boy. Man hada. Who is this? The little diagram here looks like a person with like a school bag or a briefcase. So what they're trying to demonstrate here is a student. And a student in the Arabic language is talibun, a student. So when the question is asked, man hada? Hada talibun. This is a student. Ahada waladun. Look like a diagram of an individual, but much taller. Ahada waladun. Is this a boy? The answer that's being given here is la. No. Hada rajulun. This is a man. So once more, we learned 5 different things here. Number one, we learned the term used for an individual, a person, will not be ma, it will be man. Inquiring about not what is that, is who is that. Instead of asking about a person, what is that, which isn't the correct manner in inquiring about an individual, we will use the Arabic term which is suitable with what we understand in the English language, and that is who. So who is that? We learned number 2, tabibun is doctor. Waladun, number 3, is a child, a boy. Talibun, number 4, is a student. And rajulun, number 5, is a man. Let's move along. Ma hada? What is this? Hada masjidun. This is a masjid. Man hada? Who is this? We don't see anyone, but they're teaching us. Hada tajirun. This is a businessman. Tajir means a businessman. Another word we'll learn right now. We're going to learn another few more words actually. Number 1 on this page is tajir. I'll just point them out. Tajir means businessman. Kalbun means dog. قط means cat. حمار means donkey. حصان means horse. And jamalun means camel. If you get an opportunity, let's add this to our vocabulary list and we can write them down. Tajirun means businessman. Kalbun means dog. Qittun means cat. Himarun means donkey. Hisanun means horse. And jamalun means camel. So in addition to tabibun, waladun, talibun, rajulun, we learned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more words. So in these 2 pages alone, we've learned 10 new words that we should add to our vocabulary. Let's move along with the lesson. هذا كلب. This is a dog. هذا كلب. You see something moving in the bushes and you ask, is that a dog? And the answer is لا, no. هذا قط. This is a cat. هذا حمار. This is a donkey. هذا حمار. You see something in a distance. Is this a? You see something close by, but you're not sure. هذا حمار. Is that a donkey? لا, no. هذا حصان. This is a horse. ما هذا? What is this? هذا جمل. This is a camel. Thus far, we covered a few pages, the numbers of which are described on the bottom of each page. This here, my dear friends, is the number 10 in Arabic, which is written in accordance to how we conventionally write the English numerals. So the 1 comes first and the 0 comes second, contrary to how the flow of the Arabic language is, which is from right to left. So if it was right to left, the 1 should have been on this side and the 0 should have been on that side. But numerals are written the same way that we are accustomed to in the English language. Let us go through the numbers together. Sifr. Everyone say sifr. Sifr means 0. واحد. اثنين. ثلاثة. أربعة. خمسة. ستة. سبعة. ثمانية. تسعة. And the number that we're on, عشرة. 10. So again, صفر. واحد. اثنين. ثلاثة. أربعة. خمسة. ستة. سبعة. ثمانية. تسعة. And عشرة. These are 11 numbers which we should start practicing from 1 to 10, including 0, which was the first one. Let's move on to the next page. A few more words that will be added to our vocabulary. Number 1, ما هذا? What is this? We all see that? It's like a rooster. هذا ديك. This is a rooster. What is this? A rooster. ما هذا? What is this? Sorry, من هذا? Who is this? We see a lot of people sitting down here, but we see a person standing up, and he is the one who's being inquired about. Who is that? Who is this? Sorry. من هذا? Who is this? هذا مدرس. Could anyone say that? مدرس. مدرس means a teacher. And just to pick everyone's brain, what will we call these individuals sitting here? Individuals, we call them طالب. A student is a طالب, a student. And a plural for all of these would be طلاب, a bunch of students. But that will come later. So we learned طالب, now we learn مدرس, and مدرسٌ means a teacher. من هذا? Who is this? هذا مدرس. This is a teacher. أهذا قميص. Is this a shirt? When we look at it, does it look like a shirt? To me, it looks like a handkerchief. A towel, a tissue, mostly a handkerchief. So the answer would be la. We have to negate or affirm. So when we see it's not what is being inquired about, the first thing we do is we will negate or affirm. So in this situation here, in this scenario, we will negate. La, it is not. هذا منديل, and then we'll propose the correct answer, and that is this is a mindil, a handkerchief. تمرين. تمرين means exercise. اقرأ واكتب, which means read and write, and that goes for all of us. Let us read and write these following sentences. I will just read them to you, and I hope that you can write these down and read them, and then write the English translation for each of these sentences, all 10, and then submit it to me, inshallah. Number 1. ما هذا? هذا قلم. Number 2. هذا كلب. Number 3. من هذا? هذا طبيب. Number 4. هذا جمل. Number 5. أهذا كلب? Again, أهذا كلب؟ لا, هذا قط. Number 6. أهذا ديك؟ نعم. أهذا حصان؟ لا, هذا حمار. هذا منديل. Number 8. هذا منديل. Follow the browser as we go along. Number 9. أهذا ولد؟ نعم. Number 10. من هذا؟ هذا رجل. So let's recap what we just did here today. Number 1, we learned that demonstrative pronoun known in the Arabic language as ismi ishara. Ismi ishara means demonstrative pronoun. And there are quite a few, masculine and feminine, close proximity and far. Today we learned the first of the few, well, the first of many, and we learned the one which is hada, and hada means this. What does hada mean? This. We also learned a few of the inquisitive terms. We learned the hamza, which means isn't this? We learned ma, which is what is this? What is this? What is? And man, who is? So we learned ma, when we added with hada, ma hada, what is this? Man hada, who is this? Ahada, isn't this? And there are many other terms that we will learn on the upcoming days, inshallah, in the upcoming classes. As for vocabulary, take some time right now and you can copy down this chart here of vocabulary words that were used in this lesson itself. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 vocabulary words, which we have just learned in this lesson, and what assisted us were the pictures itself. So from baytun, which is house, qittun, which is cat, najmun, which is star, mindilun, which is handkerchief, tabibun, which is a doctor. These are many terms that we learned today, which are essential for us to start utilizing as we practice the Arabic language. So your homework today is to write down these vocabulary words and practice them with the term hada and use them in a sentence with ahada, mahada, and manhada. In addition to the homework that we just left behind in the previous slide, I ask you all to take out time, at least 20 minutes a day, to practice these words and this demonstrative pronoun in order to grasp a better understanding of the Arabic language. On this, we thank you for your time. This is a completion of Arabic Linguistic Beginner 101 Lesson 1, which was demonstrative pronoun hada, which was done in class on the 5th of April. Now this is accessible for you and anyone else who registers online on purposefullife.us to access this material as a beginner's course or to recap from what took place in class. I thank you all for your time. Jazakumullah khairan. And inshallah, we will see you all soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.